So this is what identity politics gets you. Having a race first mentality effectively makes you stupid. What you're going to see here is a video of a young Bernie Sanders risking his safety, risking his career, risking his freedom, advocating for the rights and the equality of black people in the United States. That's a good thing, by the way. So you have a politician here, and you're going to see this is a politician who's walked the walk, who's lived the life that he's not just a politician that says stuff on stage. He's lived it out in his life. What other politician can you possibly say has done that? That's it, Bernie getting arrested. Not only was he a protester, and an advocate, he was a leader. As you'll see here, he's one of the leaders. He led this sit-in that you just saw on the screen there. So Bernie Sanders is someone that actively, during his younger youthful years, he's actively advocated for the rights of African Americans, right? So what happens when he runs for president? Black Lives Matter interrupts his rally. Now, this is why I say race first mentality makes you stupid. If there was ever a politician who deserves the vote of black people on the strength of, I guess you could say good intentions, you know, without looking at policy, but just looking at like their personal life. If there was ever between him and Clinton, because him and Clinton ran against each other, it shouldn't have been a question between who really cared about black people, because this man actually lived it out. So what you're going to see here is how Black Lives Matter decided to treat the man who literally walked with black people during the civil rights movement.
Thank you, Seattle, for being one of the most progressive cities in the United States of America.
We want an opportunity to address. We want an opportunity on the way.
Well, ask him.
So you have people here. Now, this event there's thousands of people there. This event has been planned months in advance. They have spent probably thousands of dollars. They've had to get security. They've had to get permits and all kinds of stuff to have this event. And these people are going to interrupt the event of a man who actually worked for their equality and their equal rights. And they're going to interrupt them and disrespect them.
Get him in check or we're shutting this event down now. If you do not listen to her, your event will be shut down right now. Right now.
What do you think they would say about Bernie Sanders if he called security on them and got them arrested? Because that's what he should have done. That would have been very justified. They would have called him a racist simply because he's white and taking up basically his own time at his own rally and securing his own safety. They weren't invited up on that stage. But if he had called security, they would have been hollering racism. Even though this is a man that literally marched for their, this person literally marched for their freedom and their equality.
Your decision. Make a decision now.
One day, when the glory comes, it will be ours. It will be ours. Oh, one day, when the war is won,
we are going to let you on the mic. Okay.
Do not silence her. But yet what they're doing is insisting on silencing Bernie Sanders and this man here. But you're going to say, do not silence her. What gives them the right to do that? And like I said, this just goes to show how stupid it is when you have a race-first mentality. When you have a race-first mentality, you will attack someone just because they're white. Someone who has shown from their own personal life, before they were a politician or anything, that they care about rights for black people. And you'll shut them down and disrespect them.
All right, so we are trying to be reasonable. We are trying to be reasonable. We are trying to be reasonable.
We are reasonable.
We are trying. We're going to give you, we're going to let you on the mic. We are going to give you the mic.
Let us speak.
We will after
Again, what would have happened if they had called security? Oh, he's a racist. He's a racist.
Senator Sanders. After Senator Sanders. After Senator Sanders. After Senator Sanders. After Senator Sanders.
Do not tell me what to do.
After Senator Sanders.
Sit down.
After Senator Sanders. Okay. All right.
Let her speak.
All right.
Let her speak.
All right.
What right do they have to do this? How is this changing anything? So Black Lives Matter have shut down a Bernie Sanders rally. They've shut down at least one more Bernie Sanders event. They've shut down the gay parade. That is what fascism looks like. You're so quick to talk about Trump. This is what fascism looks like. When you shut down, when you force your beliefs and you force your position upon other people. That is what fascism looks like.
Shutting it down.
And that's the end of that clip. Basically, Bernie never spoke. As far as I know, he didn't speak at that event. How disrespectful. Do they even know anything about Bernie Sanders and his history at all? How disrespectful. I wonder what it feels like to him to have marched for black people and then to have black people shut him down like that. That is ridiculous. Now you tell me, were they working for the benefit of the black community when they were doing that? Or were they thinking about themselves? Y'all wonder why I don't bang with Black Lives Matter. It's because they do stupid stuff like that. When you have a race-first mentality, this guy is probably, look at his face. He's just trying to hold in his laugh. When you have a race-first mentality and you demonize the opposite race, you do stupid stuff like shut down a rally and shut down a presidential candidate who literally risked his life and his freedom for your equality. You do stupid stuff like that. If this isn't a perfect example of why the race-first mentality is stupid, then I don't know what is. Who has the better intention for the black community here? The man who has literally proven with his own life that he believes in equality and justice? Or these two women, these two chicks here, and them shutting down someone else's speech? Who is working in the best interest of the black community here? It's not the black people right here. It's not. So, identity politics is dumb. Race-first mentality makes you stupid. It forces you to not look at people's character, to not look at people's integrity, and you open yourself up to be manipulated, used, and abused by your own kind because you blindly trust them. And it forces you to make enemies out of people who will be your most greatest allies.